everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage. Today's episode, we aren't doing the brakes. The brakes were freaking boring. I know they were boring to you guys, so we're not touching them today. I will tell you this though. Looking through the Summit catalog the other day, I happened to find some drilled and slotted rotors for the front instead of just slotted like what's on there now. Basically a step up from what's on there now. And they're fairly cheap, so that's the route I'm going to be going with that instead of having the front ones turned. The back ones, I'm still going to go ahead and have them turned. That's no big deal.
Yeah, just backs.
Yeah, so gonna do a little upgrade with the front ones. But today's biggest news that we're going to be talking about, because we're not going to be doing physical work today, we're giving you updates. So in the past couple days, I have made the decision that I am no longer building the 350. I have decided to switch gears and go ahead and do the LS. So therefore, the 350, I'm going to finish cleaning up all the parts that we took out of it when we disassembled it, clean it all up real good, repaint the block and the heads. I've already got the gasket set for it. Gonna get some new bearings for it, and then we are going to do a couple step-by-step episodes of the show of us reassembling the motor in regular speed, so you guys can see how to set your rings, torque your bolts and all that good nifty stuff, how to set your timing and everything. And then once we're done doing that, the motor will be up for sale. So yeah, so we're going with the LS. We're still going twin turbo. Might be possibly downsizing just slightly on the turbos.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, but just slightly. The 77s might be a little too big for the LS
Especially if
to
it's
push.
Especially if it's 5.3 liter.
Yeah, because more than likely it will be a 5.3. If I can afford a 6.0, then I will go a 6.0, but more than likely it will be a 5.3. We will be doing some minor stuff to the motor before it goes in the car. Nothing real major, because the motors are salvage yard motors. They do come complete with wiring harnesses, computers, the whole 9 yards, which the wiring harness and computer we probably really won't be using.
Yeah.
We'll be taking the motor apart, doing a quick ball hone of the cylinders just to clean up the cylinders and put new crosshash in them. Gonna change the rings, because we have no idea how much miles these motors truly have on them. So we're gonna.
And you got to tighten up the ring, or loosen or tighten up the ring gapping.
I think
You got to change the gapping to run turbo.
Yeah, I think we got to tighten up the gaps on the rings. So we're going to put a better than stock rings in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Liam said, gap them properly for turbo specifications. Change the bearings in the bottom end, and that is. And change the cam.
Yeah, find a good turbo cam.
Yeah, which I already did. Summit makes a LS turbo cam that is a non-overlapping cam. Okay, I have recently found out that that is the reason why you have to run a turbo-specific cam for LS motors, because the factory cams in them are overlapping cams, and you cannot have overlap in a forced induction setup.
Overlap means exhaust,
Yeah.
exhaust and intake kind of are open at the same time first.
Just briefly.
Just briefly.
But with them, even that just briefly, it allows boost pressure to escape the cylinder.
Yeah.
So you're not getting accurate boost readings.
And you don't want that to happen unless you're two-stepping.
Well, exactly. So we'll be running a non-overlapping Summit Racing turbo-specific cam. The lift on that cam is specifically 600 on the exhaust and 575 lift on the intake side.
Nothing too extreme.
Well, it's pretty big.
I mean, it's not crazy.
Not crazy for an LS, no.
Yeah.
Now, if it was that size of a cam going in our traditional small block,
Yeesh.
that would have been a radical cam for that setup.
Yeah.
But for an LS, LS's
You got
already
some-
run
you-
fairly big cams from the factory
Yeah.
anyway. So, yeah, you can't hear them in the vehicles they're in because there's so much baffling and muffles and all that. You're not going to hear a loping cam.
Yeah.
But if you remove like all that shit,
Yeah. Get a custom exhaust.
custom exhaust, remove all that shit, you'll start hearing your factory cam.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're gonna be changing the cam in it, and that's basically all we're gonna be doing to the motor. We'll be changing the intake manifold because it'll be a truck motor, and I'm not running a tall, high-rise, freaking plastic truck intake manifold where some people do claim and swear by the manifolds that they flow like a mother, but I don't know. I think they're ugly. This car is also going to car shows, so you also got to keep that in mind that I want the underhood to actually look decent. So having a big old bulky plastic truck intake manifold under the hood would not be.
So everything's something maybe aluminum.
Yeah, I'm doing something aluminum. It's they call them high-rise cathedral port. They're it's kind of almost an LS version of a tunnel ram with a front mount throttle body. Actually, it looks just like similar to what Cletus has on Leroy.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just his is Holly, and the one that I'm looking at, I think is Summit. I think.
So it's a Summit knockoff.
Yes, but it has a front mount, 100 and something millimeter throttle body, which we're going to need for our turbo setup because 3-inch piping, so we need huge throttle body. So we're good there. We will be still using the 350. Possibly might be switching to a 400. Only because,
It's the transmission turbo 350.
yes, only because in the turbo automatic transmission world, a turbo 350 and a turbo 400, they're both basically the same. It's just the 400 has an overdrive, but they also have a stronger case than the turbo 350 does.
Yeah.
And our horsepower has now changed because of switching to the LS. We will be easy, and I mean easy. I'm not exaggerating. You all can do your research too. We will easily, without trying on a chassis dyno, be making 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah.
All day, every day, without trying. Like on a basic tune almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's nothing for an LS with a couple turbos bolted on it, with a cam a turbo cam and shit like them on them. And
a tune's top end.
yeah, they make good power.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that, but yeah, we're gonna be making double the horse. Well, not double, but easily well over what we were gonna be making with the cast iron 350.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll still be putting, as you guys know from previous videos, it'll have the new cam that I had in it originally, the 465 lift cam. We'll go back in it. The lifters will go back in it because it's all new. The gear drive that's brand new will still go in it. The brand new Maori HEI distributor will still go in it. The intake manifold that I painted black, I will be painting back to at least a close aluminum color. The carburetor, I'll clean it up, put it back on. The valve covers are new, of course, those will go on. Air cleaner, headers will go back on it. Basically, it will go back together the way it came out of the car, minus some of the front accessories, which those will pretty much all be painted back to either black or silver to get rid of the red, so it's more appealing to the consumers that are trying to buy it.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of make it look normal-ish on the outside. So that's the plan for that. That will be several videos, so that will be good.
Mhm.
Liam, and
Yeah, I'll talk about my car. Project Void is going to be getting a very serious coolant system upgrade. Coolant reroute, new radiator, separate oil cooler for the automatic transmission temporarily, while we still have that transmission.
yeah,
And then after that, I'm debating coilovers before transmission conversion or after transmission conversion. I'm debating which one to do first.
I would know. I personally, I
Because
would
they're going to
do-
cost about the same.
Well, that and personally, if it was me, I would do the coilovers first because I know how much you've been wanting to go and start getting some experience under your belt,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to use the coilovers doing that before you would the
Yeah,
other.
with the coolant system upgrade and the coilovers,
You'll
they're
be good to go to start.
yeah, I can do some serious practicing and
Yeah,
even in the Arizona heat,
yeah. So that'll be cool.
and I don't have to worry about the engine overheating, and I don't have to worry, and I can get the car lowered and set up pretty
Yeah.
pretty nice for quartering, and we can do another.
Yeah, well, and of course, anytime we go out to an event like that and Liam's
Mhm.
gonna be running the car, of course, we're gonna be filming it because we want you guys to be able to see stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what we're here for. We're not just building cars, we're showing you what they're capable of doing after we're done building them.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be filming the autocross stuff that he goes and does with it and all that.
Yeah.
So,
And our testing videos will always be there too.
yes. And one thing that I'm interested about is after the weather starts getting a little nicer temperature-wise and we're able to go do some more testing, I'm really curious to do a on and off test of the convertible top.
Oh, yeah. You think that'll make a difference? The weight.
I'm curious with the aerodynamics, the weight difference, stuff like that. I'm just curious on how much it would affect it in a positive or negative way.
Yeah. Okay. No, we can always
It's
check
just
that.
science. Science.
Yeah, just a couple of little parts I want to buy too that I've found out about that
Mhm.
will help stiffen up the car and stuff like that too.
Okay.
So there's gonna be a couple surprises in there.
But see,
Um,
that's good things to do too. You know, you do your research,
For ex-
find a little
Yeah,
things
for example-
that people don't know about.
For example, there's little door stops at the bottom of the door that keep the car from flexing too much. It uses the door as like a stiffening thing.
Wow.
There's like a little pad at the bottom that if you change to a solid plastic one,
It stiffens the
It
car
stiffens
more.
the car up more. Just a little, like $35.
Wow.
$35 part can help stiffen the car.
See, little shit like that, when you do your research about your own vehicle, sometimes you can find little tricks like that nobody else, or, well, obviously people
Yeah,
know about,
just
but
search-
hardly anybody knows
Yeah,
about.
search the forums. You know, there's car forums out there for any
Yes,
car.
that's always good to get involved into forums and groups. I'm part of a couple of them on Facebook myself. I'm in a G-Bodies only group and forum, stuff like that. You learn about vehicles and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I'm gonna be ordering those parts here pretty quickly. Actually, probably right after the video.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
and-
ordering some stuff myself tomorrow, but we'll get to that in a minute after William's talking about his car.
That's pretty much it. I'll just
I started to interrupt you, and I'm trying to get better at doing that because I notice that I tend to do that a lot with anybody in conversation. I tend to kind of,
yeah.
so I'm trying to get a little better at reeling that in. With Dark Sin, how I was originally planning on getting the wheel tubs for the back so we could go ahead and tub it. We're not gonna have the money for the welding stuff in order to do that.
Yeah.
So, now what I am doing is I'm ordering a gallon of the frame rust paint that you wire wheel the rust first, clean it up, wipe it down with good rag and good solvent type thing that's not going to affect the paint. Then once you're done doing that, you paint with brush. You paint your frame with this paint, and it completely kills the rust, and the rust can't come back and all that. And I'm also ordering a gallon of bed liner that we're also going to be painting and rolling on underneath the body of the car, because there's a lot of surface rust underneath there, and I want to get that knocked out and looking better, because again, don't want rust, and two, show car sometimes. So, and when you're a show car, sometimes you do get people that like to get down on their hands and knees and look underneath your car to see what the underside looks like. And I don't want them doing that and looking underneath my car and going, hey, this looks like shit. So,
That's always a concern.
yeah. Plus, the bed liner, okay, you know how we don't have really all that much interior in that car, and it's getting a fiberglass dash. I don't want it sounding all tinny inside the car. So putting the bed liner on the underside of the car also makes a sound deadener. So you won't have that whole tin echo thing going on inside the car.
Yeah.
So that's also a bonus from doing that. So yeah, real quick, we will go outside and show you guys the frame and stuff and why we are going to be doing the rust paint and the undercoating and stuff like that real quick. And yeah, so
All right, let's get to that now.
okay guys, Liam's behind the camera. Let's take a look here real quick. As you can see, our filler panel's already starting to surface rust. That will be dealt with later. Like we were saying in a past episode, you see the pinch weld there. We'll be cutting all that pinch weld off and then just welding the seam up, making it a little bit more flush. I don't think we have to do any clearancing for the LS setup at all.
Shouldn't.
The windshield wiper motor mount, I'll probably be cutting that off as well. The whole entire front clip will be coming off, as you guys know, and being replaced with a one-piece fiberglass front end, which means at some point, if any of you guys, G-Body guys out there that are watching this channel, are looking for Malibu or El Camino front end, this one will be for sale. Complete. Hood, grill, everything.
Now the front up here doesn't look too bad, but we'll still rough it up and
but
clean it up. And
the frame rails, they're mainly, as you can, the rust on them
they
is
start
more back toward the firewall area.
Yeah, and this starts behind the firewall. It's mostly just surface rust.
Yeah, but we'll be cleaning all the frame rails up, degreasing them, taking the factory motor mounts off, of course, and then we'll use the rust paint and seal up the actual frame itself, and we'll do that the whole length of the car. We'll probably start at the front and work to the back because, of course, we're not going to be able to do the whole car all at once because of the tubing, because of the tubbing and the frame notching. So we'll be able to get back to pretty much that point, but we won't be able to continue on to the full length of the back end of the car until after we're done notching the frame and tubbing the car.
Yeah.
So that we'll be doing probably within either next week or the following week, because Liam's going to be getting his parts too. So pretty much, I would say, depending upon who has what first.
Yeah, it's a race.
So if I happen to have my parts on Monday and he don't, then we'll do this.
Yeah.
But if it's vice versa, we'll obviously be doing void.
Well, we have to do all mine at once, so we have to have all the parts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true too. We got to wait for literally every part of your kit.
Because I don't want to change the cooling. I don't want to change the coolant more than once.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be wasting coolant, just dumping it out every time and get a new part for the coolant system. Want to drop it and then put it all in at once.
That totally makes sense. You don't want to waste shit.
And then you guys will see it as for the next few weeks.
Yeah, it'll be probably.
We'll split it up.
Yeah. What videos like that, what we're going to be starting to do is we'll film them all in the same day, but we're probably going to split them up into separate episodes with their own intros and outros, like step-by-step type things.
Yeah, and you'll see them like once or twice a week.
Yeah, that way they're more, they're more spread out for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do there, because it also gives us time to recoup money by doing it that way.
Exactly.
So.
And as the parts get bigger, we're going to need more money.
Exactly. So.
All right.
But yeah, the LS swap, if the motor sells quick, which it probably should, because it's a 354 bolt main.
Shouldn't have any problem getting rid of it.
Yeah, it should sell pretty dang quick. Once that's done, we should have the LS rather quickly. And then, depending upon how long it takes me to sell some of the other stuff that I'm trying to get rid of, basically will depend on how quickly this gets done.
Yeah.
If I could get the stuff sold that I'm trying to sell really, really quick, then in theory, this car should be running again in the next couple months.
Yeah.
If everything goes to plan. So.
And building cars, hardly anything ever goes to plan.
No, it don't. I've been doing it forever.
So you pretty much double your timeline. So about 4 months, you should have it running.
Yeah. Definitely. Holy shit! There goes the hood. Whoa, that scared me.
We'll cut that out.
That was a video.
We'll cut that out.
No, we won't. He always says that, but does he? You guys watch the videos.
I make sure I keep you tripping in the video though.
Well, yes.
All right.
we got to be funny. And that was funny. I jumped. That scared the shit out of me. But,
All right.
yeah.
Did we cover everything? I think we did.
I think we've got everything pretty much covered. Okay, guys. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Sorry we didn't do no work, but we wanted to give you guys an update on things because since Monday, some things have changed, and we felt that you guys needed to know. And obviously, we were also a day late this week on our Wednesday video. But yeah, so now you guys are up to speed. We'll go more into depth and detail Saturday on our live stream.
Yeah, well,
We'll be able to, because then we'll be able to actually look up and show you guys the cam and the intake and all that stuff.
yeah.
So you guys will know what
So
exactly is
if you-
going on it.
If you want to see us, go through each part or most of the parts,
And know what's going in.
know it's what we're ordering, what's coming, all the product details. Watch our Twitch live stream, either live or on YouTube as we export it over.
Yeah, we always export it over after the live stream. We prefer that you guys watch it live because we want you guys to get to know us and come and ask us questions. We will answer questions and everything for you guys. That's the whole basis of the live stream. So, yeah. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure you guys scroll down and look at all of our links to our other social media, including the link to the Twitch page for Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. We will see you guys on Saturday. I am Big D,
I'm Liam.
and we're out.